You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Patriots are top 10 in passing TDs, and they go up against the Dolphins defense that will need to be on its game.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the defending Super Bowl champs introduced to this fired-up crowd here in Foxborough as the Patriots get set to do battle with Ryan Tannehill and the visiting Miami Dolphins. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Dorsett, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for New England. 47 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Brady gives this one to Lewis. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, it's Lewis. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
3rd down and 3. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And able to find Dorsett. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
Five yards to go for the offense. 1st down and goal from that 5-yard line. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Shift together here from the D-line. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from... And he is in! Touchdown, New England! Dion Lewis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Goskowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Parker. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
To throw is Tannehill. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. A running play for Rawls. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill.
Every year I go to the combine, I marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. They snap it to Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll try to run with Rawls. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Tannehill. And he checks this one down to Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Parkey's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Well, if you haven't gotten enough football this Thanksgiving weekend, there's still more to come. Tonight,
yes,
you're pumped up. It's 2 of the most storied franchises in NFL history doing battle, the Packers and Steelers from Heinz Field. Then tomorrow night, more. Wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Texans at the Ravens from Baltimore.
Man, is it time to start shopping already?
Just go online, man. That's it. Cyber Monday. Click, click, click. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
When I see Cameron Wake make plays like that, I can't help but shake my head sometimes. He had to go to Canada first before he came back to the NFL. where he's now an all-pro.
Yeah, undrafted out of Penn State, but look at him now.
And just think about all the pass rushing moves he has, his ability to play against the run. Remember, he was a combo outside linebacker, defensive end. Now he's just simply one of the best in the NFL.
On third down, that's Lewis. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They try again with Lewis. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. From midfield, here's Brady. Whipping run into Allen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Brady to throw on second down. Going underneath for Lewis. The 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen. James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike, gets a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Tannehill now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Going to Rawls on the dump off. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. They run with a power back. Rawls. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They are going for it. It's Tannehill.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 9 yards on the pickup, and the Dolphins are going to get a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Flush to his right. Looking long for Thomas. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On first down, Tannehill to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Tannehill. Flushed out right. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, Rawls. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Dolphins on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Here we go with Rawls. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Counter play, Rawls. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now Tannehill. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter. Yeah, I doubt that they're very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Second down, goal to go from the 6. This is Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up third and goal. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. Big play here. Third down and goal from the 2. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal. Another stop on third down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point. A close call here. Did the ball cross the plane? I don't know. From the naked eye, this was tough to tell. Always difficult when there's such a tangle of bodies around. You're just trying to find the ball and make sure just a portion of it crossed the plane of the goal line. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it. Rawls. And a loose football. Rawls loses it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is all the way up past the 25. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right? The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off. Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. near his goal line. Here's Brady. He's letting it fly for Cooks. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing is Brady on third down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. Room to run past midfield. There goes Thomas Rawls. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Thomas Rawls, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out come the Patriots. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Final minute now of the third quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Dorsett, the man in motion. In motion right, Dorsett. The play clock's running down. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Dorsett, the man in motion. toss play to Lewis. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
To throw, it's Brady. And able to find Dorsett. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. So the D-line's going to spread out. The slot man in motion right. Off the toss, Lewis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's going to look deep for Edelman. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. New England on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. On play action. Now Brady. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Brandon Cooks. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And now a first down following that long gain. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Flushed out right. He'll air it out deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now Lewis. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On the ground, rolls. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Thomas Rawls with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he knocks it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw is Brady. Allen has it left side. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Whistles in a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. This is Lewis. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Second down following the run.
20.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have it in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them